Councilwoman Kelly on that? A date or amount or anything?
Yeah, 1 second. I don't know, I'm trying to pull something up, but I mean, somebody else can go ahead while I'm doing this, if y'all want to.
Okay. While Councilwoman Kelly is looking over that, well, my initial question, as far as the vehicles that we motioned to auction, can we get an update on that? Like, is it posted, is it
It will be by Friday, once I put it in the correct format.
by Friday?
It's still some missing information.
You need any help with anything?
I'll let you know by Friday. I pulled the forms today. It's the same way I did it the last time Andy did it. But I sent it over and had them put the additional information on there. It sells better when it has everything on it.
Okay.
That way there's less questions.
Auction, the vehicle should be posted on Friday. Okay.
12/31, there was a deposit, and in the deposit, there's checks, and in the memo, it has their account number and it has water bill listed, but it's being deposited into the general fund account and not the water fund. I'm just trying to understand, is it supposed to be deposited in the general fund? Is it supposed to be deposited in the water fund?
I can answer that question.
Okay.
When we do the daily report, it gives us a breakdown of what we have to post in the general fund and the water fund. So you have to come to the job to see the daily report. It don't just say, just put it in that deposit, in that account. It tells us on the breakdown with our cash report. You have to come to City Hall to see it. It ain't just like say, put this in that fund.
It's a
and put in that.
percentage.
It's how we divide it into each deposit.
Okay, okay. So with that being said, if we're putting water, cause it's still water bill money, right? It's still
Yeah,
water fund.
but like when you see the cash report, it show a breakdown. It got every breakdown, like water deposit, everything is on that breakdown. That breakdown, when it break down, it tell you what you put into that account. It don't just say, hey, put this in the water fund. That's how it says. You have to come see the paperwork to see that. Cause how you talking like you just put it in there.
No, I'm not saying, I'm just trying to understand why. I mean, cause if it's water bill money, most people would think it would go into the water fund.
You could have asked it when you came to the job and we could tell you how it goes.
No.
How is, where's the report generated?
This report is from QS1.
Okay.
Okay, so the report tell you where to put it in.
Yes, ma'am.
So my next question is, we're not taking money out the water fund twice.
No. Cause what we, like, when we finish, every morning we come in, we do a breakdown. Whatever we break down from like that Monday, it go to the bank that Tuesday. And then everything is divided in each account that it's supposed to be go into. That was like, you have to come see it instead of me telling you.
But when I say twice, I mean like, okay, you put in water bill money in general fund, but then you take out of the water fund to put in general fund to meet payroll. Isn't that like doing it twice?
See, that I can't answer that situation, but I can answer the first one. That deposit, when we do our cashier report, is set up different. Like whatever our cashier report says we put in that account, that's what we put in that account. Our system tells us to do that. That's how it always been done. It been done, I don't remember, 17 years, and it been done like that for 17 years.
Okay.
You wanna come to City Hall and see it?
I can. I mean, like I said, I could be thinking about it wrong, but water bill money should go on the water account. Or if you gonna keep water bill money and put it in the general fund, then you shouldn't transfer money out of the water fund to meet payroll if you already taken from the water fund. Y'all get what I'm saying? Y'all
So-
trying to
so-
understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying, Councilwoman,
I
but
wanna make sure I'm clear. Go ahead, Mr.
no, I was just gonna, I just wanted to be clear from what Patrick was saying. So QS1 does the report,
Yeah, they generate that report for us. We print it out every day.
and they pretty much determine which account the revenue needs to be deposited?
Yes,
Okay. How do they know?
because when like in the system, like our water bill, when you see your water bill, you got like garbage, you got water, you got sewer, you got all that. But when you see our printout with our daily cash report, you see all that too.
Okay,
And they'll tell you when you do that breakdown, they'll tell you what you put in this account and what you put in that account.
I got you. So they QS1 kind of reconciles it?
Yes,
Okay. Yeah, so pretty much QS1 is reconciling how much of this goes into, so do they also do that for the fire fee?
yes. But like I said, on our cash report, it shows you the fire fee too, what go in there. The QS1 the one who says what go in that fund.
So that should also apply for Atlantic Waste now?
Atlantic Waste, how we got it set up now because we had to add some new charges. So the new charges on there will tell you what Atlantic Waste is going to, because that's the charge Atlantic Waste is charging us.
Right.
So you just have to see the cash report to see that, and that'll show you like our new garbage for it was $11 before we got to the new company. Now it's $16.50. So that's a new charge code going towards. That's what Atlantic Waste charge.
Okay, but when QS1 provides the report, it'll say X amount of dollars
Yes.
goes to Atlantic Waste.
It won't say Atlantic Waste. It'll just say that's the garbage. That what goes to the garbage.
It's like a code.
Yeah, it's a code, and it's like that code is like 051, and that's for the household garbage.
Okay. Okay. So if someone pays credit card, what account does it deposit into?
Normally that goes straight to the water, because that goes straight to the city's bank account. It don't just, it goes straight to the city bank account when they come in and run it. Because we can go online in the office to our IP payment, and you can see that IP payment posted that are gonna go straight to the bank account.
So if I pay my water bill online, it automatically deposits into
Normally
the
it
water.
automatic. It takes, I don't know how long it takes, but it goes straight to that bank account when it's posted online.
Gotcha. Did that clarify?
No,
Some sewage is general fund. That's on the bill,
mm-mm,
right?
mm-mm,
That's
No.
not part of the money that goes in the
No.
general?
no,
They just break it down.
yeah, they just break it down.
Yes, council.
I think one thing, one suggestion I would like to make is, especially since we have, solid waste through Atlantic Waste now, I think we should create an account for Atlantic Waste so that we're not like mixing that money up. That's one suggestion that I would make, kinda like how we did the fire fee.
There was a reason for the fire fee to be separate, there's not a reason for the Atlantic Waste to be separate, because it's gonna go to pay off what we owe. But I hear you saying.
That's my suggestion. I think that for one, I think priority number one for Walthamville needs to be an audit. Like, we need an audit from 21, 22, 23, 24. I think that should be our number one priority.
And when you say audit, you mean just our regular yearly audits?
Correct.
Okay.
We're working on that, Councilwoman Kelly and I are working on getting, new auditors. And thank you for your suggestion.
Are we doing a request for proposal for this firm?
We're trying to find somebody first that's willing to do it.
Right, the request for proposal usually gives any potential vendors the scope of work. So they can determine whether they wanna do it or not.
All of that would be a part of it.
I can't speak for any other member of the council, but going forward, at the end of the month, I need a financial report.
Y'all get
For all revenue brought in and all expenses going out, like, at the end of each month, I need that. I met with the county and it was very informative. As far as, I mean, there's no secret that of our current financial situation, and we need to look at our personnel. Some great points were made. I'm not saying that as far as public works that, and I'm gonna start there because I'm over public works.
Can I make one suggestion? I
Yes,
don't
sir,
wanna cut
Council.
you off. It would be my suggestion that if we're going to talk about personnel matters, we did so in executive session.
Fair enough. Thank you, sir.
Is there a motion to go into, to leave public session and go into executive session?
Second. Well, there's
But you would
no,
have to make.
No,
do it
is
after-
there a motion?
do you wanna wait or?
Let's hold.
Okay.
Because everyone have to leave.
Yeah, you're right.
What was this, what would you say?
He don't wanna do it yet.
You don't wanna do it today?
No, I had a couple more things to bring up before, because everyone will have to leave then. And I guess maybe, you might be able to answer this, actually, do our lift stations have generators?
No, well, our main station, not lift station, but our main well, it has a generator there.
The main well does, but our lift stations currently don't.
Yeah, but they're working on it, putting it some.
Councilman Dodd, is there any, and it'll probably fall under state funding, but is there any type of emergency funding that could help the city procure generators for our lift stations as well as our wells?
You can get, generator street funding, but when you start talking emergency, like Walthamville is, I think, a couple storms, they've always, when their lift stations go down, and we can get generators through, sourcing, but they're not ours.
Right.
But, yeah, it's like a hazard mitigation project, but you can get generators, but you gotta look. In lift stations, you're not looking at a big generator, you're looking at small generators, and you put a grant in for that, it might be 4 or 5 years before you get that grant.
Okay.
That doesn't, it doesn't help the immediate need. lot of people just buy 'em
Case by case.
buy 'em out. I mean, like if you're buying one for, the operations center, that's $400,000 or $500,000 generator. A lot of people don't got that, but if you're talking about a lift station, you're talking about a 3K, 4K generator, a couple, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000.
So that's just something that we could just purchase as a city and kind of have on standby?
Yeah, but you gotta look, when you start dealing with those generators, there's a lot of maintenance and a lot of cost in with those, and then who's to say you're gonna need them, because everybody in the county has lift stations. A lot of people don't have the generator.
Is there why when I talked to you, when we were, the storms were pending and you gave me the guidance about, you can get emergency generators, but
Yeah.
they won't be ours, we just have them during that time.
A lot of times, when you request something like that, the need has gotta be there. You can't say, hey, I got 15 lift stations in Liberty County and there's a hurricane coming in. There's no need for them right then. The need has gotta be there. So the lift station's gotta be down and sewer's backing up or whatever. And then they'll bring them in, and then after, when they get it back up, then they're coming back to get their stuff.
So it's more like reactive than proactive.
Well, I guess if you was wanting to be proactive, everybody would have generators for their lift stations, but it's a cost. It's a cost.
I ran into our, Mr. Keith Payne, the new chief property appraiser. And he stated that for our millage, we need to look at a hard deadline of the first week in March. And, he did mention that Ms. Moss has been a great resource to them. And I wanna thank you, Ms. Moss, for that. But yeah, I just wanted to put that on everyone's radar because I just saw them. And, he said we need to definitely, well, he's not gonna tell us what to do, but he suggested that if that's the route we wanted to go, that we need to, look at March to be a hard deadline.
Folks, I've got a pre-scheduled meeting somewhere else that I've gotta get to. I hate to miss the rest of the special call meeting. If y'all, I might be